everybody. If you're new here, my name is Nikki and I travel with my dog and my ferret. Switch and Moose are their names, and I love to bring the nature to you. And I think it is absolutely incredible to leave your backyard and go to some remote places and just see the wonders of nature. So today we traveled from Portland, Oregon to Umpqua National Forest, and it was about a 4-hour drive. It took us about 4.5 hours with stopping, and I'm really excited to see what these falls have to offer. There are like a bunch of people here though, so I'm not really sure how much filming I'm going to get to do, but I'm going to try to get the best that I can. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, I am a photographer. I will be taking pictures of these falls, and I'll link it in the description below. And if you haven't already, then go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscription button, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video every single week. I look forward to sharing this experience with you guys. So didn't quite get that much footage, unfortunately, but since this is the first time being a solo lady with a 85-pound dog and a 2.5-pound ferret, plus backpacking gear and my camera and the GoPro, I'm still kind of figuring it out. But I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a quick tour of kind of my setup that I have going for me. So I have a Prius, and back here is Switch. I kind of have towels, dog towels, my towel, because I'm going to be going to the Umpqua Hot Springs tomorrow. A bunch of different towels, just dog towels. Back there I keep Switch's stuff, litter box for the ferret because my guy is litter box trained. And then as you see, this whole back, underneath this is a air mattress that fits the back of SUVs, and I just have the back seats all the way down, and I have pillows going all the way around, and then underneath the seats, like where your feet would go, is where I have my camping stove, dishes, pots, and then I have my food and stuff in a cooler so that way I can cook like a full meal and not have to eat like junk. The ferret is in the car somewhere, but I'm pretty sure he got into the foot space of the car, which I'm not a huge fan of him being there, but you know, it happens. He's a land noodle, so can't really do much about that. But yeah, and overall, this is kind of what we're dealing with here. Okay, so like honestly, this falls was not quite what I expected it to be. So you kind of just make your way to a landing. It's a mile round trip, so it's a, you know, half mile there, half mile back. But there's just like a landing, and you get to see the falls, but you couldn't like go up to it. But I did see people at like the base of the falls, so I know you can somehow. I'm just not entirely sure. And with trying to figure out the whole ferret situation, because like Switch and I go hiking and climb and stuff like that all the time, but this is Moose's first time, and I actually found him, so he's he's right here. He's such a good boy. And so I did get some pictures of the falls, but it wasn't like really to my standard, I guess, or what I wanted. But there were some like side paths that I did get to go onto and climb. And at one point, Moose just straight up was just tired and didn't want to be a part of the adventure anymore. So he just kind of curled up in my backpack, and he just stayed there while I left my backpack with Switch on this landing, and I just kept climbing because I just didn't feel comfortable with Switch climbing with me. Because if he fell into the water, it'd be really difficult to get him out, and he's not a confident swimmer, so I just didn't want that to happen. So I did get some pretty awesome pictures, and hopefully they translate well onto the screen. I won't entirely know. Some of them I really liked, some of them I wasn't like super thrilled with, but that's kind of just the name of the game when you're getting shots. But yeah, so now I was going to go and do another trail today, but it kind of took me longer to get out here. Well, I shouldn't say it took me longer to get out here. I left later than I wanted to. So now I just had to kind of figure out where I want to camp for the night. It is 4th of July weekend, so I know a lot of the campgrounds around here are going to be pretty full, so I might just have to boondock it somewhere, or just be on the side of the road because it is about dinner time and I am hungry. So I would like to, you know, make some dinner, and I'm sure the littles are hungry too. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so I did find a campground, and it's just like a little parking space, but it's paid parking. It's $10 and it's cash only, and I never carry cash on me, and I was thinking on my way here that I should get cash, and I even stopped by the store and totally forgot. So we're just gonna kind of wing it. There's a picnic table, so I can, you know, put my stove on the picnic table. There's mosquitoes up the wooza, which means I'm gonna get eaten alive because I did not bring any I did not bring any mosquito repellent at all. So yeah, but I'm pretty excited. I think it'll be fine. Hopefully, you know, they're not gonna be like super patrolled. They're typically not. I've gone hiking for like 6 hours before in a paid parking lot and switch, and nothing happened. They didn't even know. Unfortunately, our state parks are not really regulated that much, which is good in this case, but bad because sometimes the roads just aren't like ideal. So yeah, I'm going to cook me up something to eat, and yeah, I'm pretty hungry, and Moose is totally out, so I'm not going to worry about feeding him right now. But I know Switch is probably hungry too, so let's get some dinner. Okay, so luckily I thought I had found a spot, but it turns out it's part of these like people's space. But luckily they let me, you know, just hang here and to make dinner. And so I made a chicken linguine. I think it's chicken and sausage linguine. So That's one thing I really didn't want to do, is like just eat like crap, especially like because right now in this particular spot I don't have like any service, so like I don't even know where like food spots are. So I'm like really interested to see how this tastes. I didn't I gave the rest of the water. I actually didn't bring enough water with me, so I will have to drive into town tonight to get more water. And I gave the rest of my water to the dog. And so like my ferret doesn't have any water left over, so I will have to go into town tonight and get water. But yeah, this actually smells really delicious. So this is a Every Plate. Is the meal delivery service I use. I actually stopped using them. This is from my last box, and the reason why was because I don't do leftovers very well, and the lowest amount you can get is for 2 people, and I'm 1 person, and so I just wasn't really eating the leftovers. So, but they do have good meals. I would say that the meat quality is not like the highest, but it's $4.99 a serving, which is really cheap, so you kind of are getting what you pay for. But overall, like, their meals really aren't that bad. But you could substitute like the chicken and pork with like store-bought, you know, pork and chicken and beef, just to have it be kind of better quality, and then it would be like absolutely superb. That's really good. Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick because I know you can't really see me. I'm standing in front of my car, so you can like somewhat see my face, but I wasn't able to find a campground to go to. A lot of them take cash only, and I never carry cash on me, so there's that. Also, I was able to find a Dollar General on the way to town, so instead of having to drive an hour into town, I only had to drive 45 minutes out of my way. And then I drove all the way back. So I am probably like 15 minutes out from where I want to be tomorrow, and I was able to find this little divot in the road that was like a pocket of signal. It was like exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for like a divot in the road that had gravel around it, so that way Switch could stretch his legs, and like I didn't have to worry about him getting too close to the road. And I really preferred to have like signal, and I probably pulled over I think 3 different times because I couldn't remember where it was that I remember seeing like what I was looking for. But I'm glad I ended up waiting it out, because I have like full bars and LTE, so I can hang out in the back of my car. I have a soda and a snack, and we can just chill out, and I don't have to go to bed right away because I don't have signal. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna end this here, and I'm glad you guys stayed this long to see my travels. I apologize that this wasn't like the most exciting day ever. It was more driving more than anything, but sometimes that's just kind of how it goes. And but I think that's why I like doing this so much, is because you just kind of have to, you know, just be flexible and figure things out as you go. And those skills definitely transfer to other areas of your life as well. And I highly recommend people to go out there and challenge yourself. There's been times where I've gotten stuck in the mud and stuck on some rocks even, and there's been no one around to help me. And I've popped a tire before. And once you get over your fear, and once you get over the what am I going to do, you'll really figure out that you're a lot more useful than you probably give yourself credit for. So, you know, I highly recommend just getting out there, even if it's just for a day trip or even just for a weekend camp like I'm doing this time around. It's a lot of fun, and it's a huge confidence builder and a booster too. So yeah, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.